Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to a new day and a new year of magic and miracles. And Happy New Year, since this is the first time I've seen you since the new year. And we all know it's going to be a magical new year. So thank you for joining me, those of you who are on the call, who are always here supporting us and holding the fields so that we can deliver what we've been given to deliver. And that goes for those of you who may see this broadcast at another time. We thank you for your support each week in lifting us up to be able to transmit. And we do that for each other because each one of us are transmitting always the beauty that resides inside of us. And that reminds me of Barbara's broadcast Sunday, which spoke about the excellence of life that is hidden within your field. And it's a big subject that applies to every bit of excellence that we see. And it's hidden so that it can be discovered. And many people that we encounter may or may not see it. And there's parts within us that are still discovering the excellence that is to be delivered and to be felt and to be remembered and to be known. So thank you for that broadcast, Barbara. And even stepping back a few days before, where Robert gave his message on Christmas, and knowing that we are, all of us, speaking from a place far beyond this physical dimension, which allows us to have more influence here in the physical dimension. And that is growing by leaps and bounds. And that holds for each of our broadcasts. And once again, each of yours. And just this past Wednesday, Genya welcomed us into the new year. And her message was about calm excitement. And I think we're all feeling both of those things going into the new year, or being now in the new year. There's a lot of reasons that things are percolating to a level of excitement, because so much is coming forward and so much is being uncovered and cleared. And as I said last week, my friend Mr. Change is very busy right now. And the calmness is really about us. It's amazing how most of us don't really even know what day it is, what time it is. And in many ways, we don't even know we're on the planet. So there's a feeling, a greater feeling of being in your origin. And in that place, there's only calm. And it's coming into this dimension through you. And so you're experiencing the calmness of yourself. And that is going to continue to be felt, because our world, your world, is far beyond this world and what happens in this world. So again, I want to thank you for being here. And before I speak about my broadcast and my invitation, which was titled, "It is the Dawning of the Opening of Your Heart," I just want to read something that I have read before to acknowledge each one of you. It's called Your Beautiful Essence. We each have our own unique view of this life, and our expression of what we see, feel, and know is just as unique, remarkable in its simplicity, because it is something that flows from us as easily as speaking our native language. We are not trying to see or express what we see in a unique way. We are just being ourselves. The self that has come here from our origin many, many years ago. We are all composers, masters like Bach, Beethoven, and Mahler, creating a symphony every day with the brilliance of our music. We all have our individual taste in music, clothing, food, and so many other things. It's easy to assume that some of those choices were influenced by our environment when we were young, but in fact, that happened a long time before we arrived. The essence of our unique music comes trailing in with us in each incarnation. A scent, a feel, a look, the movement, to put it simply, a dance. It is always here, no matter if you are here in the physical or not. Just think of someone who has passed over, and it will all show up in an instant. Your essence contains all that is you, your energetic blueprint, and all the special characteristics from your origin. And the music, the beautiful music, the individual notes, the melodies, the harmonies, each one resonating with you and taking you home. Instruments being played that may have originated in your home, and voices that you've heard many lifetimes ago. The incredible ability of sound to create quietness, and movement to create stillness, and how they both are able to remind you of your eternal magnificence and the magnificence of creation and your creator. Today, I am welcoming you back as your energy and essence has returned once again, inhabiting a new form to serve humanity and assist in the freeing of every human and non-human being on this planet and beyond. We have done it many times before, and we will continue to do it until all are free. There's nothing for you to do. The you who agreed to do this is working through the you that forgot, and it has your full cooperation. It is all being done and will continue to be done until it is all finished. In the meantime, live your life with excitement and joy, happiness and celebration, following your spirit in every moment, for this is your part, and this is how you are changing the world through you. I thank you. You are awesome, amazing, magnificently bright, knowing all things, one with all things, the source of all light. I think I realized a few days after Genya's broadcast, I commented that it was the most unlike a broadcast that I had experienced since Barbara and I and Genya had been broadcasting. And I didn't really understand what I was feeling, but what I began to notice is that I was more connected, that I was actually, in some ways, hearing her words before she spoke them, feeling her message and her transmission as if I was standing right beside her and knowing what was coming, not in an obvious way, but in a way where it felt normal. There was nothing that I could feel that was separating me from her so that it felt like anything different. And I watched as her transmission came from her, from her origin. And I was there. And I think many of us have experienced this. And I'm not really sure if the words I'm choosing is making it clear. But I feel like we are beginning to stand next to each other in a different way. And support each other in a most beautiful way. After my broadcast on Friday, I spoke about Mr. Change and 2020. But afterwards, we gathered together, the few of us from the Advancement Center, and we speak to each other. And as the day progressed, I felt different. I felt this joy bubbling out of me. and I didn't really know what it was. But then I knew it was given to me, that my heart had opened to another level. And what I felt was this light coming out of my chest, and this freedom where I could say nothing wrong and I could say nothing right, because I had gone past those concepts. And the lightness and the freedom was incredible. I really didn't recognize what was happening to me. But everything that keeps your heart encased disappeared. And I saw it for each of you. And I saw it for everyone. All that had been placed around our heart fell away. And it happened so beautifully, without explanation. And I felt the new human. Because, of course, I'm not speaking of a physical heart, but the heart of your being, the heart of your essence. And I can see each one of you standing in your origin, and your heart exploding, weightless, without any encumbrances. And then you come back into the physical as the God that you are. And you paint, and you sing, and you move matter, and you heal people, and you glow. It's hard to put fully into words this heart opening, because it's connected to eons of lifetimes. The day after that recognition on Friday, I wrote this. a radiant glow. As the scales that are both seen and unseen begin to fall from your heart, there will be an explosion of energy, the likes that have never been felt before, an uncontrollable burst that produces a light like the sun. And after that, nothing else will ever matter in the same way as it has mattered before. You see the guards that you have placed outside of your heart to guard the entry because of the pain from eons of lifetimes of hurt can now relinquish their post. I hereby give them permission by the power and authority that has been given to me to stand down so that this heart can be released to its full magnificence and poured out through the new, unguarded, open door for all humanity. And once that door is opened, it can never be shut. And your being will radiate a field directly from your chest that will cause all mankind to celebrate their magnificence and yours. Fear will no longer exist in your world. And when you encounter it in someone else's world, it will lower itself to one knee and bow its head in your presence. The opening of your heart will leave only room for joy, laughter, mischief, and the world that you will create. You've waited for this moment most of your life, but you never believed it would actually come. But now it is here, arriving like a thief in the night with no warning, giving you no time to prepare, and more importantly, no time to resist. You may not even be sure what you are experiencing, but I tell you with great certainty that the open heart that you have been waiting to arrive is now here. Now you can stand tall with your arms open wide, your heart fully exposed, and at the same time, fully protected as you pour your gifts into the physical dimension. And you will say, "Take what you want, for my cup runneth over." And you will realize that you are home, for you will know who you are. And as the tears of joy run down your face, you will finally be able to see what lies on the other side of the open door. And you will radiate with the glow of completeness, of knowing, and of newness, for the old will have passed away, and behold, the new has come into being. Feel the power and beauty as this light pours out from the center of your chest. Hear the music and hear the sound of eternity as this beauty, harmony, and love springs from the center of your being. The roots have been lifted. The cords have been cut. It's always been you. Stick your chest out and strut. We are completely exposed, and so we are completely free. A new transparency that can be felt with nothing to hide, nothing to fear, and nothing to protect. Congratulations. Your heart is now open, and you are free. So, with your support, I proclaim January 3rd, 2020 as the day of the open heart. And I ask you to step into the ballroom with me as we form a circle and face outward in every direction. And through our chest, we blow the trumpet of the light and the sound of the open heart into the field of every living being on the planet. Thank you. It is done. Thank you for being here today. I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.